Hello friends, welcome back to Data Center Guru Knowledge Platform Knowing A to Z of Data Center. In my last session, I talked about data center standards and guidelines. I talked about what are the different standards, who can develop it, what are the different bodies or different organizations who can develop data center standards, what is the difference between standards and guidelines, and how to select which standard we should go for certification or to follow, and how could you be able to leverage guideline standards very well for data center. So for today's session, we are going to talk about data center skill types. Why I selected this session is there has been a lot of people across the industry, from data center industry as well as in other industry or even freshers, and they would like to know where and what kind of skill sets I should develop which will be beneficial for them for a better career development. So this particular session may help them uh, aligning their strength and the current experience and competency, and select the right skill sets which will help them developing their career in data center industry. So what I've done is, in my last slide, as you know, I explained you data center building blocks and data center life cycle, and these two things works hand in hand to deliver you the real product, or which is data center. And you need competency around data center life cycle, which is more around the management aspect of it, and the building block aspects are more technical in nature, more domain oriented in nature. So each and every building block, as I said in my last session, is a subject in itself. It requires subject matter expertise. At the same time, you also need a solution architect or a subject matter who can be able to integrate all these building blocks together effectively to get your the objectives which you set for the data center. And this phenomena is not one time, it is the cycle continues, and that's what we call the life cycle. So I will talk about the skill sets requirement during the life cycle, what kind of skill sets required, and also what different kind of skill sets is required for the building blocks. And you both these things put together, you get the real product, which is data center, which you are able to sustain the excellence across the lifespan. So in this slide I try to simplify it in such a way that people can be able to understand easily. So what I have done is I have divided this skill requirement in three categories for better understanding of to the our audience. So what I have done is the first stage is the project management. So when I talk about the life cycle and I talked about you need a management cycle to manage the entire life cycle, and it is going to coordinate with building blocks resources to deliver you the right data center product. And the third thing what I talk about is operations. So first is project management. So project is something which has got start and end date. So you start at one point and you end it, the project is over. Technical resources are involved across this project life cycle, and even it involves in operational life cycle also. And the operations is a program which doesn't have end cycle. It continues year over year, and continue or sustain the performance of the data center which is required, which helps you sustaining the objectives what you set for the data center across the lifespan. And that's what we call it maintaining your excellence for data center across the lifespan. So what I have done is, what are the skill sets which is required in the project management? What are the skill sets which is required from the technical perspective? So we have in project management there are around 10 knowledge areas. So you see scope, cost, communication, quality, schedule, risk, stakeholder, source, procurement, integration, and so on and so forth. And all these things bind it together to make it happen. And this project management is an interface with the technical resources who are available, and also other non-made man resources which is available on the site. And if you talk about on the technical front, it's a building block domains, so which I have mentioned out very clearly. You need a data center solution architect who has got a broader view of the entire data center, and he is the responsible guy to integrate all these building blocks together technically. So you need to have data center solution architect. Then you need to have architect who design and build the building or prepare a master plan. You need to have subject matter expertise around structure of the building plays a very important role, because the normally data center floor loading requirements are very high as compared to normal commercial building or residential building. So you need to have those structural requirements taken care of. So those structural SME will take care. Then you have got civil SME, which is required for creating the entire interior, exterior layouts, etc. You need to have electrical SME. So electrical is one of the major component in data center and the critical component also. So electrical SME has got a very important role to play. Similarly, mechanical. So one of the environmental conditions which is maintained by for the data center is the cooling or the temperature or ambient condition inside the data center, which is completely done by the mechanical team. So mechanical SME has got a very important role. Plumbing is all about connecting all these pipes of mechanical together from your chillers to till your Pahu units, where inside the data center where it is feeding the cooled air to the data center. Safety and the security system is another subject matter area which the skill sets are required to design the right set of technology for safety and the security, which has got multiple subdomains in this safety and security system. Then another area which is very important nowadays, automation, because you are building a very complex infrastructure for the data center and it cannot be managed manually, and there has to be automation layer, and lot of monitoring and controlling has to be done to optimize the overall infrastructures and operations. So automation plays a very important role in data center. So there are automation subject matter experts. So these are the key number of domain areas in the technical facility front of the data center which is required, and these people would be working in the data center life cycle to make it, along with the project management. The third block I talked about operations. So operations is not a project, it is a program which doesn't have end date. It continues and repeats the cycle, and it has got broadly the four blocks, the people. So obviously I'll talk about in operation there are different skill sets of people which is required to run. Process plays a very important role in operations, because that makes your operations more matured and sustainable. Instead of people driven program, the process driven programs are more sustainable and accurate. Obviously there has to be a technology to optimize the entire program, and partners to support the operational cycle. So there are different set of these building blocks we talk about, and obviously each and every building blocks are supplied by some or the other partner, and the partner has to play the role during the operations and maintenance cycle on a time to time basis. So operational cycles are always interfaced with the partner. So these four blocks put together requires a different level of skill sets in operations. In this slide, what I have done is, and so all these three things making it together is makes you the data center, which I put it at the background, and sustain the excellence part of the data center across the lifespan. It enhances the life of the data center, it enhances the asset life, it enhances the performance, it enhances the efficiency, and so on and so forth. So now in this slide, I just tried to map different kind of resources required at different stages of the data center life cycle, so that you have got much more clarity in terms of what is the role of specific skill sets at different stages of data center life cycle. So I will start with the assessment phase. So assessment phase has got two categories. One category is, let us say you are building a new data center, and for that you do a due diligence or assessment of site, building, location, soil, for or for different environmental and also man-made hazards, and assess the risks associated with it and incorporate those risks in your design documents to mitigate or minimize. So that is one part. So in that part, what skill set is required is you need to have a data center solution architect who has got a much better view of assessing risks associated with the data center for that location, site, adjoining buildings, service availability, and so on and so forth. And there would be some people who will support with you data, and this due diligence are not all activities are done by the solution architect. So there are other players, maybe third party, which they go to environmental departments to get the historical data. They find, go to soil testing department, they go to air quality testing department, and so on and so forth, to find what is the actual state of affair of environment on that location. So based on that data, they analyze, and then it becomes an input for design phase. Then there is another activity which also fall under the assessment phase, which is a repetitive life cycle. So let us say somebody has got a data center which is already live and running for months, years, and now they would like to do the assessment to find out what is the current state of the data center. So that is also a assess phase to find if somebody wants to improve, find out what is the current state, and based on the state, if they want to improve, then the activity which is done, again you need a solution architect, you need these SMEs which we talk about: architect, structure, electrical, cooling, safety, security, automation, and draftman, to analyze all the aspects, building block aspects of the current infrastructure. You need data collection technicians who collect the data from the site, and then along with these SMEs, solution architect analyze the entire data, evaluate it, and then put forward the recommendations for improvement in the data center. So yeah, I listed out already. Subject SME is subject matter expert for electrical, structure, cooling, safety, security, and automation. So second stage is design. So obviously for design, so design falls under the project because it has to be completed within a stipulated time. So the project manager involvements come into the picture. In couple of project, or project manager get involved in the assessment phase itself, because he has to manage the entire project life cycle. So after project manager, you need DC solution architect and the same subject matter expertise for all the building blocks. So they get inputs from the assessment phase, they get input from the customer as a requirement, and they also get other couple of inputs as a design basis. And based on that, they prepare the different level of designs like master design, concept design, detail design, and also fit for construction kind of documentations. So these are the kind of skill sets you need in the design phase. The third phase is the build. So in the build phase, again the same project manager continues, and DC solution architect involvement has to be there across the lifespan to ensure that things are all intact. And here you don't need expert, but you need project engineer for those specific domain. So what happens is this project engineer has got knowledge about the project management also and the building blocks also. So they may not be expert in the specific subject matter like the design phase has got, but they are master of that specific subject and sorry, jack of the specific subject and also jack of the project management. So with this, they are able to manage the specific building block built up on the site and ensure that their building block is implemented or built correctly is what it is designed. Similarly, you have got electrical cooling and other project engineers. So they have got project management ability, skill sets, as well as the specific building block domain knowledge they have got or skill they have got to run the project successfully. What we have observed is this project engineer part somewhere everywhere is lacking because a lot of places people are more only on the project manager we put it on the side and they feel that just sticking around and the managing the project is going to help. It is not so effective, which I have observed, and that's the reason project engineer skill set with technical and the management is required to effectively deliver this project successfully. Then we are talking about operate and manage. So that means operation and management phase. So here you need to have a data center operations manager. So he is aligned to operational aspect of the data center because like the project management has got a different set of domains and knowledge areas to manage. Similarly, operations has got different knowledge areas to manage. Like they have got staffing, they have got process and procedures, they have got technology, they have got management systems, they have got training, they have got resource, they have got people on the side, operational stuff, they have got reporting, they have got KPI management. So there are a lot of aspects which is more aligned with the operations thing, and that is the reason the DC operations managers are not the same as DC solution architect or a project manager. Okay, he is more oriented toward the operational sustainability of the data center. So he data center operations manager is normally the head of that program, and then he may have got deputy managers or supervisor based on the size of the program, and it is managed by multiple sets of people. So sets of supervisor, they may be coming on the shift basis. Then there set of multi-technicians. Multi-technicians, that means a technician who has got knowledge of electrical, mechanical, safety, security. He may not be expert, but he is jack of all. He knows all these domains to take care of. So in data center, if it is a small data center, so we have what we have found, instead of you keep all these subject matter experts in shift, you can have multi technicians on the site in the critical shift to manage, and in general shift you can have those specific domain technicians. Then, so technicians, you need electrical, same subject as per the building blocks you need. In addition, you might be needing a BMS operator, which is operating the monitoring and operating the entire equipments on the data center or centrally through the BMS, building management system. Another thing is a very, very important part which I found lacking in most of the programs in our country is quality planner and controller. So unless and until we define what the quality mean, we cannot control. So through these processes, through these KPIs, through this assurance plan, this guy is responsible for managing all the aspects of quality and the reporting on the site, and ensuring that all the aspects of the qualities are taken care of, including the continuous improvement plan. So these are the set of the people who are required during operate and manage phase. So I hope you have a broader clarity in terms of the kind of people who may be required during the project life cycle, and different sets of skill sets. You may be able to analyze yourself or evaluate yourself based on your strength and based on your experience and skills, and also the career development plan what you would like to do, and you should be able to select the right set of skill sets from this, and you need to start working towards skill development program or plan to achieve that skill. So with this, we have come to an end of that session, and I would be pleased to come back to you again on 9th of March 2021 with new topic which talks about data center trends and potential. So why I put this topic after all this, because I have given you brief about the data center building block, life cycle, standards, and we talked about the different kind of skill sets. Now I would like to talk about what is that current trend of the data center and what is the potential. So based on which you can also be able to decide your career path. If you are not in the data center industry, if you are in some other industry, or if you are a fresher, so this particular session will give you a view based on which you can be able to decide your career path, whether you should be part of this data center industry or some other industry which you plan to. So with this, I would like to thank all of you for patient hearing this session. And again, I am repeating, hope this session has been interesting. I am not getting much of comments or feedback on the sessions. I would be really love to take the feedback for improvements, because I am a big believer of continuous improvement, and I'm sure I'm not perfect also. So your feedback will really help me improving the sessions over session, which would be beneficial to all of you. So with this, thank you very much. Have a great day, great evening, great morning. Namaskar, Shabba Khair. Bye bye.